One reason why I probably will never ever be able to be an actual content creator is because I don't care enough, to try to always look like aesthetically pleasing. Like, I'm literally getting ready to go in the gym, but I just got off of like TikTok, and I just feel like something needs to be said. And I do feel like, even though this is a YouTube video, I don't really care enough to try to do edits and stuff like that. I really feel like messages need to just be like put out. And that's just what it comes down to, despite the surroundings and despite what I look like and gym clothes and gym wear, whatever. But there is something that I really want men to understand. And I understand that, a lot of times men do not want to listen to women because y'all feel like we're the men. We said so. It's a man's world. We can feel how we feel. We can do what we want to do. And there has to come a time where men are willing to at least listen to the other side coming from a woman, and vice versa, as sometimes women don't want to listen to men. But fellas, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. When we're talking about this whole Shannon Sharpe situation, there are so many things that I see wrong in the group chat with this situation. So many things that I'm seeing wrong even with the man that's inside of the comment section. And I am going to give y'all quite a few things that I see that is an issue that y'all may not realize is an issue that y'all probably should stop while y'all are ahead. Fellas, that's automatically jumping to the legal issue. Well, she's of age. She's legal. He did nothing wrong. As long as they say that she's of age, then he can deal with her. Fellas, there has to come a time where y'all stop placing y'all value just strictly to your money. Like, it seems like when men get more money, y'all almost feel as though the rules don't apply to y'all. Y'all almost feel like y'all are untouchable. And we hear it so many times where y'all just say things like, oh, well, a man can pretty much, as long as a man got money and he tall and he dark and he handsome, he can do whatever he want to do. And see, although that may have some truth to it, that many women are following men, for their money, you still have to be very conscious, and you still have to have some type of a belief system in place. You still have to be willing to have morals even with your money, because if you don't have morals even with having money, you will fall victim to whatever type of issues money will put you in. It's like, yes, you can buy whatever you want with money, but also there's going to be a lot of issues that come along with you thinking like that. And because Shannon Sharpe felt like how most men feel, well, I'm tall, I'm dark, I'm handsome, and I got money, I can get whatever I want. That's true, but you should have had your morals, which is why they're set into place to stop you from doing certain things. Do y'all not realize why morals exist? Standards exist. Boundaries exist. Those things exist because it helps us to prevent us from doing dumb things. It helps to prevent us from putting ourselves in situations such as the one that Shannon Sharpe put himself in. If you're going to be a person that's literally looking for a way and a reason to go around morals, then that is why you get put in situations like this that we cannot help you out of. Yes, 18 is a legal age, and yes, a man does have a legal right, I guess, to deal with a woman who is of a legal age. But is that morally right? No. And when you try to go around your morals, and when you try to go around your standards, and when you try to go around boundaries that are set into place, these are the consequences, and these are things that happen. You had no business dealing with a 19-year-old, period, point blank. For the men that's in the comment section, and all of you guys are saying things like, well, I don't see what he did wrong. She was legal. She was old enough. I'm going to be all the way honest with y'all. People are taking a close look at that. If you are an older gentleman and you are in the comment section stating that you see nothing wrong with the 56-year-old man dealing with the 19-year-old girl, or I think the ages was 54 at the time and her being 19 years old, and you are a man that is stating that you see nothing wrong with that out of your mouth, that is an issue. Although nobody's going to tell you it's an issue, I'm going to tell you that it's an issue, because people are now looking at you in a way where you're pretty much a Shannon Sharpe. You're literally looking and saying there's nothing wrong with what he did, which means that if you see nothing wrong with what this man has done, that means that you see nothing wrong with you being 56 years old talking to a 19-year-old. That means that if you have daughters, or if you have nieces, or anything like that, that means that Miss Shirley is not going to look at you and say, you know what, baby, I don't think I want you going over to Melissa's granddad's house anymore. I think I want y'all to come on over to my house instead, because they're now looking at you and they're realizing that your morals are pretty much in alignment with the man who's doing something that's immorally correct to begin with. There is ways to support people without condoning their behavior. And so I got love for Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe was definitely a very sharp individual. At least that's what he presented himself to be. And that is the very reason why a lot of us are very upset with him. And I'm going to speak for myself. I'm upset with him because I just expected more from him. As for you guys that's saying, well, Miss Caprice, we don't see you saying anything about Drea Michelle. Let me let you guys in on a secret. Drea Michelle has already been labeled as an Instagram model since the beginning of time. That lady has already been out here being I don't even know what YouTube allows people to say, but that lady has already been out here for a very long time, since I was a little girl. She has been out here with a job to do since day one. So when she decided to go get with a young boy and basically for a money grab, that did not surprise anybody. Nobody looked at Drea Michelle and said, oh, how dare her just be herself and just out here chasing that young boy for money, even though she's been an Instagram model since the beginning of time and been on national TV and, real TV and Love and Hip Hop. Like, how dare her just be herself? Nobody is going to judge her the same because she did nothing that we did not expect of her to do. Of course she got with a 24-year-old for a money grab because she's been out here on a money grab since the beginning of time. But when Shannon Sharpe comes and you present yourself as this man who is well calculated, well disciplined, self-control, you come off as a real stand-up guy. So when you present yourself like that, we expect you to move as such. And it's not to say that he is not deserving to do what he wants to do with his private life in his bedroom. That's fine. But there is ways to do it. And he did not do it the way that he should have done it. When that man asked that young girl to sign the NDA and she said no, that's when Shannon Sharpe should have went on about his rich business. But he didn't. You proceeded to pursue. And that's where you went wrong. So yes, we can say legally he was not wrong, but I just feel like morally he was wrong. And then also you just was not smart. You allowed a complete 19-year-old nobody who's on here doing a job to get you in a position to where you lost everything. For those that saying it's not over with for him, it's all a lie, she's trying to bag him. What do you expect from a 19-year-old OnlyFans girl? Did y'all really thought that she liked that man? Did you really thought she had his best interest? Her job is to get money from him. Her job is to sell herself to men. So why are y'all upset that she went out of her way to find a way to get more money out of a man when she was there for the money to begin with? Shannon Sharpe went wrong in so many areas with this situation because he put nothing in place for his own protection. He did not protect his image. He did not protect his name. He did not protect the brand. He did not protect the embarrassment for his family. He let his little head lead him into a world of destruction. And now you are out of that $100 million contract because you're not going to get that. You were asked to step aside from ESPN. Rather, you want to say it was me that said I got to step aside or not. No, absolutely not. Everybody knows that Disney owns ESPN. And so no, he did not voluntarily step aside. Why would he do that? Or if he did it to where he felt as though you ain't gonna push me aside, I'm gonna step aside. Nonetheless, he's not coming back on ESPN because that's not a good look. Also, when he went, regardless to if it was role play or not, fellas, because y'all keep getting lost with that, but it was all a setup. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was a setup or not. It was a setup that he fell for. So none of that matters anymore. Even if they prove that the man is innocent, it no longer matters, because sometimes when you are found guilty in the public, that is way worse than being found guilty in the court. Like, people's public opinions is what makes people. And when you are a public personality, what make you is the same thing that can break you. The same views that make you Shannon Sharpe is the same views that can break you as Shannon Sharpe. He moved completely reckless as a 56-year-old man in general. This is where I just personally want to see men have more sexual discipline. I know that I'm a woman. I know that y'all not going to listen. Well, who is you to tell us? I even had a man say, well, Miss Chevy, you can't tell us what to do with our, who is you, the penis police? And it's like y'all get so offensive, but have y'all not seen that the things that y'all are chasing always leads to like women? Have y'all not seen that the most successful man is always brought down to his knees by a woman? When are y'all going to realize that it's not worth the chase? When are y'all going to realize that sexual discipline is necessary of all ages? Like, I understand I don't have testosterone. I understand that might be a driving force that really puts y'all in a space where y'all feel like I don't got no control over this. But y'all have got to find a way to control that muscle. Like I said before, your brain is a muscle and so is this. But you cannot exercise your mind and make your brain super strong, Shannon, and be this real stand-up, knowledgeable, intelligent man. But then you lack discipline down here where it really matters. Most men be lacking discipline when it comes to the flesh of a woman. Y'all have got to find a way as men to work on that, or you will be brought down to your knees every single time. And I hate to see that for any successful man. I understand that in a man's world, because y'all make it very clear, oh, y'all just don't understand a man. Like, a man wants a young, fit woman, but there is levels to young. Like, if you're going to be 56, if you're going to go young, 30, 35, that's still young, but you can't tell me that there's not some very well fit 30, 35-year-old women. When you start going as low as 19, then it starts to make us question your character as a man. You can't walk around like you're this well-calculated man, but you are morally not correct inside. Yes, I understand that we can't tell people who to sleep with, because there is going to forever be people that's going to battle on this. You can't tell that man who to sleep with. You can't police that man's penis. You can't tell that man what he can't do is legal. But y'all, it has to come a time where you just know when right is right and wrong is wrong. When you are 56, you should already kind of have already played those silly games. This is a very silly mistake that a 56-year-old man should have not gotten even caught up into. And then you can't be mad at the 19-year-old girl, because guess what? She's an essay worker. She's there to do a job. So you got to understand, like, she did nothing wrong technically. All she did was what she was there to do. He's wrong on this. He's wrong on so many levels, and he played himself. And now you are completely out of almost everything for a good time. So even though as older men, y'all want to think that y'all are smarter, I don't know if y'all hip, but these young girls, they're equipped for these games, and they got nothing but time. I don't know what happened, but what I'm basically saying is this: young girls, they got nothing but time. You know what I'm saying? She had time to record and had time to kind of, set this up. So yes, even though it may be a setup, I just feel like he felt weak because he was more so chasing whatever feeling, whatever, games they was playing. Like, he got caught up in a lustful moment. And that is all I want to see from men. I just want to see men know that y'all are worth more than y'all money. It seems like y'all only put y'all worth towards y'all money. And it seems like y'all only gather more confidence when you got money. I don't know if that's a man thing or not, but I just want to see more men know that you guys are worth more than just what's in your pocket. And just know that you are like kings too. Like, when are y'all gonna start viewing yourselves as more than just a piece of meat for a woman, or more than just, a wallet, or I don't know. Like, I don't know what it's gonna take for y'all to just view yourselves as more worthy. But I know I get tired of watching men just take these large L's like this when it's super like reckless behavior behind it, or it's super careless, and it always leads to sex with y'all. Y'all take these big L's because y'all can't control y'all lustful thoughts and y'all fetishes and y'all desires, and it just needs to be like discipline, and it needs to, like, y'all need to get, let me stop telling y'all what y'all need to do. I want y'all to just find a way to become more disciplined mentally, physically, financially, and also just with this area down here. Because if you're gonna get up and go to the gym every day and read books and be this super well calculated, disciplined man in every other area, you got to make sure that you are disciplined in that area as well. And that's what's gonna top you off as a real man, but this video is already too long. This is probably my first time actually just directing something towards YouTube, because I always give short clips and just on my TikToks and my IGs. But I'm gonna start paying a little bit more attention to you guys. This is a very as is video. Chevy does not care about the aesthetic. I mean, I do care about the aesthetics, but I'm on my way to the gym, so I don't really care about trying to just come on here and look all put together, because I don't care. So let's just start getting more in tune with you guys over here. Drop some stuff in the comment section, some topics that y'all want to discuss. Drop where you think, he wasn't wrong, and I can drop more videos based on that. I just want to start getting more tapped in with you guys over here, because y'all are very supportive over here as well. And I don't think y'all really know my personality and stuff. So I don't know. This is my first video where it just was like, let me just talk to the man right quick. But y'all not about to mess up my workout. I gotta go. And so whether this is considered a YouTube video or not, I will catch y'all next time.